Before weakness breaks your body, it whispers to your mind. It is a seductive voice that tells you to stay in bed a little longer, to keep quiet when you should speak, and to lower your head when life demands you rise. It does not conquer you with a shout. It conquers you with small, silent surrenders. Day by day, it steals the fire from your chest until you no longer recognize the person staring back at you in the mirror. But the Stoics understood a fundamental truth. Weakness is not the enemy. Weakness is the raw material. It is the clay waiting for you to mold into strength. The moment you stop running from your vulnerabilities and face them with clear eyes, everything begins to shift. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the known world, wrote in his private journals, not as an emperor, but as a man fighting for his own soul. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about the weight of that. A man who possessed absolute authority knew that the greatest battlefield was the mind. He knew that the only victory that truly mattered was mastery over the self. Today, we are not here for shallow motivation. We are here for something enduring. We are here to discuss 7 Stoic laws that will cut through your excuses like light through darkness. These principles have outlasted empires because they speak to something unshakable in the human spirit. The real you, the one buried under layers of fear and comfort, is still there, waiting to be excavated. These 7 laws are the map back to yourself. This journey demands brutal honesty. You cannot rebuild what you will not admit is broken. Let these laws sink into your bones. Number 1. The law of voluntary discomfort. Embrace the struggle before it embraces you. The comfortable life is the most dangerous life. It makes you soft in a world that demands strength and fragile, in a universe that promises nothing but change. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher who advised emperors, practiced something radical. Despite his immense wealth, he would set aside days to live as a pauper, sleeping on hard floors and eating plain food. He voluntarily embraced discomfort not to punish himself, but to liberate himself. He understood a truth most learn too late. If you only know comfort, adversity will destroy you. The law of voluntary discomfort teaches you to choose your hard. The question is not if you will suffer, but how you will face it. Prepared or paralyzed, think about your daily life. How many times do you choose the path of least resistance? Every time you choose comfort over growth, you diminish yourself. You are practicing weakness. Your body and mind were designed for adaptation. When you lift weights, you tear muscle fibers. The discomfort signals transformation. Your muscles rebuild stronger because you stress them. The same principle applies to your character. Stress creates strength. Comfort creates fragility. Voluntary discomfort is inoculation. It prepares you so that when life hits with unexpected force, you won't be shocked into paralysis. You will be resilient. Start small, but start today. Take cold showers. When your mind begs for warmth, turn the handle to cold. That split-second decision builds your decision-making muscle, proving you are the master, not a slave to comfort. Fast occasionally. Feel the gnaw of hunger to remind yourself that you are not as fragile as your cravings suggest. You can function and create even when your body screams for gratification. This mental toughness transfers to every arena of your life. Exercise when you don't feel like it. That is the moment you prove that feelings do not control you. Motivation is optional. Discipline is mandatory. Have the difficult conversations you have been avoiding. Voluntary discomfort means facing the hard truth now instead of the disaster later. Epictetus taught that we should contemplate loss to prepare our souls. Imagine losing what you love most to treasure what you have, while bracing for the reality that nothing lasts forever. That emotional discomfort makes you unshakably strong. The great lie of the modern world is that success means the elimination of struggle. But comfort breeds weakness, and weakness breeds anxiety. When you practice voluntary discomfort, challenges stop being threats. They become opportunities. You become the person others turn to when things fall apart, because you have been bending yourself on purpose so life can't snap you by accident. Number 2, the law of perception control. Your mind is the battlefield, not the world. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." The law of perception control states that between every event and your response, there lives a space. In that gap exists your power. Most people live as prisoners of their immediate reactions. An obstacle appears, and they crumble, but you have the godlike power of perception. You can choose what things mean. This isn't toxic positivity. The Stoics lived through plagues and wars. They knew suffering, but they knew that while pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Suffering is the story you tell yourself about the pain. Consider this. Someone criticizes your work. That is a fact, but your mind writes a novel. I am a failure. The criticism was one sentence. The suffering is the narrative you built. Perception control means stopping that story mid-construction. Maybe the criticism is useful feedback. The event hasn't changed, but your relationship to it has shifted. Traffic makes you late. You cannot control the traffic, but you can control whether you sit in rage or calm. The traffic is the same, but your experience is radically different. Epictetus told his students, someone insulted you? That is their action. What is yours? How you respond defines you, not them. Treat your thoughts like clouds. They float across the sky of your mind. You notice them, but you don't grab them. A thought appears. I'm not good enough. It is just weather. You don't have to turn it into your identity. Perception control retrains your mind. When anxiety rises, ask, am I in actual danger, or am I building disasters in my imagination? Use the view from above. Zoom out. Imagine yourself looking down at your life. In the cosmic perspective, this problem becomes right-sized and manageable. Most suffering comes from resisting reality. You argue with what happened as if your protest could change the past, but reality remains undefeated. The Stoics embraced amor fati, a love of fate, not resignation, but a fierce acceptance of what is. You cannot change what happened, but you can change what you do next. When you master perception control, life stops happening to you. You stop being a victim and become the author. Two people can live the exact same day, yet have completely different lives because their perceptions differ. One sees obstacles, another sees opportunities. Fight the right battle. Stop trying to control the world. Start controlling your interpretation of it. That is where true strength is born. Number 3, the law of negative visualization. Prepare for loss to truly appreciate life. Everything you love will eventually end. Everyone you cherish will leave. Every possession will be lost. The Stoics called this wisdom, premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This isn't about pessimism. It is about preparation and profound appreciation. Seneca would imagine shipwrecks and exile before embarking on a journey. He wanted to be ready if fate turned cruel, and immensely grateful when it didn't. If you don't practice this, you live in assumption. You assume health and family will last forever. Assumption makes you weak. When loss comes, it shatters your world. Worse, assumption kills gratitude. What you assume will last, you stop seeing. Negative visualization shatters this blindness. It reminds you that nothing is guaranteed. In that stark reminder, you see the value of every face and breath. Imagine today is the last day. You will see someone you love. How would you look at them? Realize it could be. That is reality. Marcus Aurelius visualized his own death, not to despair, but to sharpen his focus. He asked, if today were my last, what matters most? Avoiding thoughts of death makes you waste life. When you know something ends, you cherish it. You stop postponing joy. Practice this. Once a week, visualize losing something you treasure. Feel the weight of that loss for a moment. Then open your eyes and realize it is still here. That recognition floods you with a gratitude more powerful than any positive affirmation. When loss eventually comes, you won't be destroyed. You will hurt, but you will stand. You have rehearsed this. Weakness is shocked by loss. Strength is ready for it. Paradoxically, thinking about loss doesn't drain joy. It multiplies it. You stop sleepwalking and live in the fierce beauty of the now. Number 4, the law of internal locus. You are the cause, not the effect. You must decide. Will you be a leaf blown by the wind or the wind itself? The law of internal locus is simple but brutal. You are the cause of your experience. Epictetus taught, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things beyond the power of our will. He divided life into 2 categories, what is within your control and what is not. Most people waste 90% of their energy on what they cannot change. Opinions, the economy, the past. They wrestle with ghosts and wonder why they feel powerless. You cannot control what people think, but you can control your character. You cannot control the outcome, but you can control your effort. Weakness points outward. I'm stuck because of them. Strength points inward. What is my move? What is within my reach? Look at where you feel stuck. Chances are you are fixated on the uncontrollable. You want the world to bend to your expectations. Stop asking, why won't they change? And start asking, what can I do here? Suddenly doors open. If someone mistreats you, you control your boundaries. You can walk away. That is power. If your job feels empty, you cannot rebuild the corporation overnight. But you can sharpen your skills and decide how to use your free time. That isn't helplessness. That's strategy. The moment you stop waiting for the world to shift and start shifting yourself, you become an agent, not a victim. When you control yourself, the world often changes in response. But first, you must surrender the fantasy of control. The illusion that worrying dictates outcomes is a prison. Real power is accepting what you cannot change and taking radical responsibility for what you can. You didn't choose your circumstances, but you choose what to build from them. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire drowning in war. He couldn't control the world, but he controlled his character, becoming a light in history's darkest night. Viktor Frankl, a survivor of Nazi concentration camps, proved this law in hellish conditions. He could not control the guards, but he controlled his inner world. By mastering that internal locus, he survived when many perished. The world will always be chaotic, but you are the constant. If you master yourself, you will never be powerless again. Number 5, the law of memento mori. Remember, you will die. So live while you are alive. Every breath is borrowed time. Memento mori. This isn't meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you up. The Stoics carried this truth openly. Death gives life meaning. Scarcity creates value. How much time do you lose to distractions or resentment? How often do you delay dreams, assuming endless tomorrows? You don't have them. You have this moment. We hide death, but the cost of denial is high. When you forget you are going to die, you forget to live. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. Filter every decision through that lens. Would you spend hours scrolling social media if you knew time was short? Would you hold on to a petty grudge? When you embrace mortality, the trivial falls away. Status games turn hollow. What remains is connection, growth, and meaning. Seneca practiced this awareness, so death would find him living, not hiding. When his execution was ordered, he faced it with calm because he had lived well. Most people fear death while wasting life. That is the ultimate tragedy. Face your death. Picture the moment. Who will be there? What will you regret not doing? Ask, if tomorrow were my last day, am I living right today? If the answer is no, change it. Memento mori makes you ruthless about what matters. It makes you brave, because cowardice makes no sense when time is short. Start that business now. Repair that bond today. The clock is running. The Stoics asked each morning, if this were my final day, how would I want to spend it? Not in panic, but in purpose. Anxiety lives in the future. Death awareness pulls you violently into the now. Everything, expectations, pride, fear of failure, falls away in the face of death. What truly matters to your soul? The math is brutal. You are dying. Will you live first? Stop building regrets. Live like someone who knows the truth. This ends. Therefore, this matters. Number 6. The law of self-sufficiency. Your peace cannot depend on external validation. There is a hunger inside most people for approval. They walk through life holding out an invisible cup, hoping someone will fill it. But that cup has no bottom. The law of self-sufficiency teaches that your worth is not up for a vote. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." You can be excellent and still be criticized. If your peace depends on applause, you have handed your soul to forces you cannot control. Look at the energy you spend managing perceptions. You are letting strangers dictate your internal peace. The truth is that most people aren't thinking about you. They are worrying about themselves. Even when they judge you, it is about their filters and wounds, not your reality. Criticism is data about them. not a verdict on you. The Stoics lived by an internal compass. They measured themselves by virtue. Marcus Aurelius asked, "Was I just? Was I kind? Did I act with integrity?" When validation comes from within, you cannot be shaken. Success doesn't inflate you. Failure doesn't destroy you. Self-sufficiency means not needing perfect conditions to be at peace. Most people have a conditional list. I'll be happy when, but conditions change. The Stoic says, I can be at peace regardless. Seneca found contentment, even in exile, because his peace was built on his character. Practice seeking zero external validation. Don't fish for compliments. Don't explain yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Just do what is right. Notice the discomfort, that pull to check if people like what you did. That discomfort reveals where you are chained. Self-sufficiency breaks that cage. When you stop chasing validation, it often finds you. People are drawn to those who stand steady in their own skin. The world will shake, but if your peace is built on the bedrock of self-sufficiency, your center holds. That is true freedom. Number 7, the law of purposeful action. Movement with meaning, or stillness with peace. Modern life is restless. People confuse activity with progress, running on a treadmill to stay in the same place. The law of purposeful action demands that every action serves a purpose aligned with your values, or you should rest. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Filter every action. Is this necessary? Most people fill their lives with filler to avoid thinking. They fear stillness because it forces a confrontation with the self. The Stoics embraced purposeful action and purposeful rest. Energy is finite. A life of mindless motion is wasted. How many of your actions align with the person you want to become? Eliminate the noise masquerading as productivity. The question isn't, am I busy, but is this meaningful? Seneca warned, people treat life like it's infinite, but time like it's worthless. Why be careless with the one thing you can never get back? Every moment of purposeless motion is a moment stolen from meaningful action. Pause and ask, why am I doing this? If the answer isn't clear, stop. Purposeful action means saying no to distractions. Every yes to the trivial is a no to the essential. The Stoics were masters of elimination. Marcus Aurelius ran an empire, yet found time for philosophy because he was ruthlessly intentional. Rest isn't laziness, it is recovery. You can do nothing, provided you do it purposefully. When you work, work fully. When you rest, rest fully. No half measures. Intentionality transforms everything. Epictetus taught, every action is a vote for the person you are becoming. Ensure you are choosing that direction. Master purposeful action, and you stop being busy to start being effective. Concentration creates results. It creates a life worth living. The application, here we are. 7 laws. They have survived for 2,000 years because they are true. They do not promise comfort. They deliver strength. These are tools to use in the trenches of life. Voluntary discomfort teaches you to choose your hard. Perception control shows you the battlefield is your mind. Negative visualization teaches gratitude and prepares you for the inevitable. Internal locus puts power back in your hands. Memento mori gives life urgency. Self-sufficiency frees you from the slavery of approval. Purposeful action ensures every moment builds the life you want. Knowledge without application is just entertainment. The strong version of you is built through practice. Start small. Choose one law. Master it. The Stoics lived this philosophy through wars and plagues. It sustained them, and it will sustain you. Your weakness is a habit that can be broken. Your strength is buried, waiting to be excavated. These laws are your tools. Use them. The Stoics believed the best revenge against weakness was becoming strong. The best answer to suffering was becoming resilient. Start today. The work continues until weakness dies and strength remains. Welcome to the real you. The journey starts now.